Now, the hotel claims to have a shuttle service that runs to the convention center every half hour on the quarter hour. I was about to say that there wasn't anybody there to drive us, and then somebody showed up, and the guy said, we can't drop you off at the convention center per se. But since this is a Hilton hotel, they can drop us off at the other Hilton hotel right here, which is right across from the convention center, which is where we want to go. So a few extra steps, no big deal.
I don't remember there being a line to get in. Is there something about this that I don't know?
All right, I have been reliably informed that this is because they've implemented security checkpoints because, you know, no one was ever dangerous up until now. Somehow we're now all terrorists. Okay, this is why we can't have nice things. Okay, this is a new thing for everybody. Apparently, you know, we all have to go through this security checkpoint. And when I just asked our Andy Frame usher back there, I had asked him, you know, are we going to have to do this every single time we want to get into the convention center from our hotels? He's like, I don't know. This is my first day. I've never seen it like this. I've been working here, working with Andy Frame for 8 years, and we've never had to do it this way. So I don't know if this is the convention center policy, if it's ASCEN's new policy, and I don't know any of the details. We're all kind of just standing around going, now what? And some people are walking right past the lines, which makes the rest of us feel like chumps for abiding by the rules. So, what's going on here?
They've got metal detectors here. This is ASCEN doing metal detectors.
Okay. All right, well, the good news is that it worked reasonably well. So, we're in now, and hopefully things will be a lot smoother from this point. But man, I could sure use some explanation as to what's going on with that. I guess once you pass through that one checkpoint, everything else is a lot easier. So here we are in the industry exhibits, or at least the beginning of it. This is stuff I never really paid attention to before. Where they've got booths for basically every guest to be here and presumably sign autographs, sell merch, and what have you. And yeah, I've never interested me, but you know, I've never seen this sort of layout because I'm not looking at it. Those unusually uninteresting sites. There's a lot to take in here, but most of it is beyond my ken. I don't watch nearly as much anime as I used to, and what there is now I just can't catch up with. So that's the problem with being a 50-year-old who's been attending this 25 years in a row. It's just, it all kind of passes you by. And another site that I don't remember having seen before, these look like funeral arrangements. I have no idea what's going on with this. I've got no context, no clue, and if somebody wants to comment and explain this to me, I'd really appreciate it. But for now, I'm just showing it without anything more. I may take shots later of the dealer's room and the artist's alley, but at the moment, we've gotten to a place where we might actually want to hang out in. It's a little bit less crowded in here, but it's no less noisy. It's the game room. And to call it a room doesn't really do it justice either, because it's taking up a lot of space. We're just going to try and wander around and see if there's anything worth trying to play. Well, we managed to play a little bit of Sonic and all that. Fun to be able to beat each other up without consequence, huh? Anyway, we gotta try and find love. I feel like something needs to be said about this place, but there's really not a whole lot to say, and certainly not a lot of context I can put it in. Other than the fact that it's an absolute madhouse and quite the crowd to negotiate. There are dozens of aisles here, and every single one of them is crammed full of both wares and people. So it's hard to make your way around. And because those metal detectors are there in this front door, you can't leave that way. Gotta go out the side doors, apparently. Oh, this is gonna be a wonderful Anime Central. And they're gonna be like this from now until forever, I'm sure, because you can't be too careful. So, yeah.